morning. Carol from Boris.
Excellent.
Hello. You okay?
Yeah, let me just get my belt because it's already slipping down.
All right. Right. Kitchen first. Okay, the kitchen. How long have you lived here?
5 years.
Oh, that's not right. So that's not coming on. Right. Kitchens have to be 15 years or over to be replaced. And
Well,
these are probably between, I'd say, 8 and 12 years as an approximate figure.
Well, that stove is more than 15 years old, I can guarantee you that.
But what is?
The stove probably is. And I was also said...
Yeah, but it's nothing to do with the white goods. They're your properties, not the council's.
And the council also said they would replace the fridge too. And that was just nothing to do with the repairs, they just said...
That's something you need to speak to them about, because all we're here is that might be something between you and them. I don't know what they've agreed with you.
So I can't even get minor repairs?
Yeah, but let me explain who we are. We're employed by the council to do what they call capital work, so we do the whole thing, so we have to do the whole kitchen. We're not allowed just to come in and say, just replace that cupboard and just repair the light. That would be repairs. So what I would suggest you do is make a little list of a couple of bits and pieces, like obviously the light being one of them, and then ring repair and maintenance and tell them what the issues are here, then they'll send someone out
They tell me it's my responsibility. I've told them about the light, I've told them about the missing boards at the bottom there, I've told them about all of this. They say, I've got to do it. And then I say, but you promised a new kitchen. They said, well, actually we'll put you in touch with this lot. They should have had it on record before they contacted you.
Yeah. I mean, I've got an email from them that just says, would you please do an assessment at the above? That's my email. So that's what I'm here to do.
You know what happens, they pass it on to someone else all the time.
You would probably could do with having someone from the council to come out. Where do you see your bathroom?
Well, you can see the leaky shower.
So the shower's already here when you moved in.
Yeah, you see all this bacteria here.
All the moles and that's
good because the leaking and the splashes everywhere and it's allowed to fester.
Yeah, it easily builds up and it's quite difficult to
I think is,
keep it at bay.
You can tell it's something to do with the pressure because the thing is that you say it's nothing to do is because you've got it has to be a certain age. This bathroom has to be a certain age anyway, but it has to be a certain age. But this is actually damage caused by the council as well, some of it. And if it's a matter of damage, that's not my fault. We should replace it anyway.
Yeah. But the situation I'm in is I'm not the council.
But they called you, and knowing full well.
Yeah, but I don't know background, because it's not our business. Our business is to come out and see if it needs replacing or not. What I'll do is I'll take some pictures of the areas that of concern, and I'll send a little report back saying that you've been here 5 years, you inherited everything that we see, you've reported before to them issues, have not had them resolved. And then I'll see what they say. Because if I go back to them and say, right, yeah, we're going to fit the kitchen, and they go, wait a minute, the kitchen's only 12 years old. Why are you replacing that kitchen? We're in the firing line. So I have to get. That's under 15 years old. I can't make that decision, and there's.
But the decision's already been made. They know the people who contacted you to do this assessment already knew full well how old it was. It wasn't done on the basis on how old it was. It was done on the damage that had been done, both by the council and people who had stayed here. None of it is my fault. This damage is getting pretty bad. I don't know how safe it is. What's going to be breeding there? I have to constantly clean it out. And in terms of age of the bathroom, this is probably longer than 15 years. This isn't new. And you can see it's unsafe. You've got all these pipes hanging out here, all this crap going around here.
But you know what?
And I'm the one who gets criticised for not being hygienic. You can't keep this hygienic without the money.
In fairness, the pipe work, other than that one leading to the shower, because that's obviously this big one at the bottom.
Yeah, that's new, but the toilet's not new, the sink's not new, none of the rest of it is new.
The pipe work wouldn't change. It would be potentially new sink, new toilet.
Well, you wouldn't replace the shower?
We'd have to be instructed. Are you happy to have a shower and you just want this one sorted out?
I just want to repair, and the thing is you can tell, because everyone says it's my fault, this, that and the other. He said it was my fault because I got my own proprietary shower in. That's a lot of bollocks because there are other taps that I reckon. I mean, this one was making a massive sputtering noise. Can you hear that? It was much worse earlier on. You can hear it sputtering. And when you try to forcibly plug this thing shut, if you remove it, so I'll do it now. I mean, this was never happened before the new boiler was installed.
So
No, wait. You plug this up,
yeah.
you wait for the pressure to build up. It might not be quite so much now. But before, when you held it on, because I think it's releasing pressure from here. Before this came loose, yeah, I can feel it now.
Right. Okay.
There's too much pressure coming in. It's not my equipment.
So how old's your boiler? How long did they do that?
The boiler's fine. I like the boiler because the boiler's new, and the old one was very unsafe. It was making huge noises and scorching the ceiling when it let off pressure.
Oh, really?
But it's the piping, and they've increased the pressure far too high, and this new piping that's causing all this. And it's not just a shower that leaks; it's also the kitchen sink. And the kitchen sink, I don't know how old that is. That might be older than 15 years. It's because when you because when it's on full, you close it. It's like you close it, you use your pressure there. The cold tap shuts off first. And you have to keep
But it looks like to me that hot tap might need a new washer or something.
And you really have to turn it really solid to get it to stop. And you can see it's been leaking if you look at the lime scale.
Yeah. So when you say you've reported issues to them, go through with me. What have you reported so I can just make sure I don't.
I reported the lights.
Right. In both rooms.
Yeah.
Right.
You take a picture of me.
Sorry. And missing plinth down there.
Yeah. And here as well.
And there as well. Now, when they're missing, were they here once and then they've been?
They come here, say up yours and leave. Basically.
Right, but where are the plinths? Were they always missing?
No, I had a friend come around here and he wanted to make himself look useful, so he tried to vacuum all the time and he bashed the fucking floor.
Oh, right, okay, so, right.
This isn't a place where you can vacuum anyway. You use a broom and if you need a wash, and also there's things here. Yeah.
Oh, the shelves collapsed. See, some of these things can be picked up by maintenance.
Well, I've contacted maintenance over and over again. The best thing to do is just to get the whole lot done.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying, but I'm in a situation, I'm stuck between the rules we have to follow. So what let me take a picture of the fuse board, because that's quite an old fuse board.
Oh yeah, and they come around here constantly threatening to have a court injunction if I don't let them replace the electricity.
Yeah.
What actually happened was, on 2 occasions, the first time before the injunction, they said, okay, we're going to come on such and such a day to sort out the electricity and all the rest of it. I come, I wait, the entire day, no one shows up to replace the electrics. No letter through the box or anything else, like, what's going on? So then they send me an injunction saying, they send me a threat of an injunction saying, if you don't let us into your flat, we'll have to use force to come and replace the electricity. And I phoned them up saying, I was here waiting for you.
Mm.
So then they say, okay, we're going to arrange a new date. On that new date, I wait here the entire time. No one shows up, so now I'm stuck with the old electrics. And the other thing you need to show, because I said as part of the new electrics I wanted this, you need to take a photo of this as well. There's a plug at the back here because this washing machine is perfectly suited for this slot right here.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that there's the way it's laid out is that there's a massive plug at the back, and that's to do with the electrics. And they said they'll sort that out.
Yeah.
They'll relocate the plug to an area where it wouldn't protrude, because it protrudes like about that much. It's
right.
like 3.5 inches.
Which is why it's sticking out like it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, I found those earbuds full of water as well, so I had to just take the whole lot.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, and they said they'll come and replace that. So. Yeah.
Right, and you said when I first started speaking to you that they said they were going to replace the fridge.
Yeah.
Who do you know what department that is?
That was just the council in general. I was asking actually for flooring because you can see there's problems here. I mean, this is mine here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I reported the floors as well. So you can take the scorch, a picture of the bendings and the scorch. There's a thing there. There's a massive hole in there in the lounge. I don't know if I can read that. There's a massive hole here.
And do you know why there's a massive hole there?
That was my fault a very long time ago. I was cooking pancakes and I left the pan there.
Oh, right, okay.
But the thing is, the question was about, just generally, I think there's any other damage. Because I mean, that just leaves residents don't really care about the appearance of the flat and stuff like that.
Right, let me just take a picture of that light, and I think I've kind of got the gist of what's...
And this light's broken as well, because this thing that holds the bayonet is gone.
Right, and again, having a rewire would have resolved all of that, wouldn't it?
And the thing is, some of this I would replace myself. They actually don't allow me to. At the time, I can't afford it anymore because I got no money. By the time, I could have actually afforded a new boiler. I had actually the means to obtain the funds for a new boiler. They refused permission for me to get a new boiler on my own, even though this boiler, because I can show you the scorch on the ceiling, where the old boiler let off steam.
Oh yeah, I see it, yeah.
You can see that. And they said no, and they don't care, it's making horrendous
Yeah,
noises. And they refused to allow me to replace it myself. And then they refused to do it themselves. And it was only until I said, I've called my phone calls and all the rest of it, they said, okay, you know what, we're going to replace the boiler. But then, of course, they turned up the pressure and so these horrendous pipes everywhere. I didn't need new pipes, I didn't need new radiators, I didn't need the pressure turned up, I just needed a new boiler.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in everywhere they put new boilers, the pipes are exposed, and sometimes it's neater than yours, sometimes it's worse than yours. Each property is very different to how they can run it to where they need to get it.
When I asked for a new boiler, what I wanted was just the unit. The old pipes are fine, the old radiators are fine, I didn't mind. It was all good. I just wanted a boiler.
But, I mean, I don't know the facts, but just generalising everything is like, from a landlord's point of view, they've got to make sure that particularly things like the boiler, are 100% how it should be, because if anything was to go wrong, they know what's been installed and it's all new and it's all fine.
They don't care. They don't care. The thing was dangerous. It was making horrendous noises, making bursts, and letting up emergency release.
Do you remember what name of the boiler it was?
I can't remember.
Yeah. All right. Well, what I can do is
I might not be finished telling you about any of the damage. I mean, I think no, that's all right. I mean, because that thing there is a bit bent.
What about under the bowl? Often in sinks. Is that side all covered all right inside?
Oh no, the sides are all fine. It's just that it's a little bit bent. But that's
there's going to be a little bit of wear and tear here and there, isn't there?
Yeah, but that's to be expected. But these floorboards are just fall off. That's not to be expected.
I mean, like I say, I'm only like guessing things here. When they've come around previously, I'm just using for example the boards here, because they were damaged by, alright, not directly yourself, but someone who you've allowed into your house, they then will, that's why they're saying to you, it's up to you to replace.
Installed because it's supposed to be a little bit more resilient. Because the thing, although it was a bit of a prat, the fact is, it's just a vacuum cleaner. The vacuum cleaner isn't supposed to be able to do that kind of damage.
They're only clipped onto the legs, they're not, and sometimes when they first go down, there's normally a little bit of silicone around the bottom, but that obviously will wear and tear.
Well, this is the thing, they called you, but they knew full well that when this kitchen was installed.
Well, you say that. What it is there's lots of different departments. So this department would have probably had a call from the repairs, where a lot of the phone calls would have gone to because of the issues that you've raised. So repairs are probably thinking, oh, we better go and check this kitchen out because it might be in a worse condition than it should be for the age.
Oh, wait, oh yeah, that's something. You can hear it rattling too.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah, and the tap at the bottom here, that's also starting to leak as well. The cut-off tap.
So everything you've just told me, you've already told them?
I haven't told them about the rattling yet, and I haven't told them about that tap. Those two
Right.
things were new to remember.
It might be because the change of weather is going to affect pipes a little bit as well.
And there's also cracking with the central heating. When the central heating turns up, it's like you can hear like thuds. And this also makes quite a loud thud as well. This was to do with the pressure as well, I think, because sometimes when it comes on, it makes a very loud thud, and poof, and you can see water, not steam, come out the release.
That's right. Let me just. Right.
And if you want to know
key points, so I don't forget what we're talking about.
If you want to talk about the age of the kitchen, that the vent is very old, it never works. You mean that the smoke alarm that's missing there, that's not an accident, I have to take that down because the vents don't work. Every time I cook anything,
it just sets it off, yeah.
And the hush function doesn't work. So I have to either remove the smoke alarm, which is what I've done. And that's the thing, you want to talk about the age of the kitchen. There are parts of it, okay, that are slightly newer.
Yeah.
But you've got the vent that doesn't work, you've got the light that doesn't work, and those are probably much older than 15 years. This fridge is probably older than 15 years, and that's supposedly something that...
So was this here when you moved in then?
the fridge I bought myself,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say,
but you can tell it's a pretty old.
because they don't, as a rule, unless, I mean, like I say, I don't know everything, there's a rule they're not, the council don't take responsibility for appliances.
Or do they take responsibility for the floors?
Not really. If we was to fit the new kitchen, you'd get a new floor.
But anyway, the thing is that I was told I get told different things.
Yeah.
I was told there's something I was told, not something that I asked for. I didn't even ask for it at the time. I was okay at the time because now there's this iron scaling here. I cleaned that out literally a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
There are two huge chunks. One at the bottom.
Yeah.
In this tray, and this one here, a huge chunk of ice. I have to use a fucking dagger to get
to get out. Yeah.
So and you can see I've actually damaged the fridge trying to get it out because you can see
I've had a fridge that did that before, so I know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
Anyway, I was told that's all called in the school. You can get a new fridge.
Right.
It's not something I asked for, but they said get a new fridge, and now that I actually need one, I'm being told I can't have a new fridge. When I don't need one, you can have a new fridge. When I do need one, you can't.
I'm just writing key. So we've got floor, the plinths, the light, the fan. I'm just talking about kitchen to begin with. I'll put the pressure because the boiler's in the kitchen. Pressure. And we've got shelf. Just in that one, wasn't it, the shelf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other ones are just general wear and tear, but that one shouldn't have broken. That's not from anything. That's not from wear and tear. That just broke. And you can argue that it wasn't properly installed because also the fact that if this was a new kitchen, this would have been a new light. That would have been a new vent.
No, I'm not saying it's a new kitchen. I'm saying it's probably about between the ages of 8 and 12 years old.
I know, but at the time, this light and that vent weren't freshly.
Yeah, would have been replaced. Well, should have been replaced.
So you can make the argument that it wasn't properly installed, and there's equipment here that is older and what's supposed to be older than that was supposed to be replaced that wasn't replaced, and it's older than 15 years.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can make that argument.
And I've got a fuse board, although they're aware that it needs to be rewired. Right. So anything else in the kitchen before I make my list of bathroom?
I don't think so.
Right. Okay. Let's start with the bathroom then. So bathroom. So the bathroom is the shower area. The shower area and the light. I'm trying to remember everything now. The light.
Yep.
And the pipe work, but I don't really think the only thing to do with that is to box it in.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But they
that's,
don't
that's
do boxing in.
This is the thing. There are so many problems, and the equipment is actually more than 15 years old. Some of it. Why not just do the thing that I was promised in the first place?
But if we was to, unless we're giving a different instruction as a box standard sort of general thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, some of the equipment is more than 15
No,
years
I was
old.
going to explain. If they instruct us to sort your shower out, so that, and then we would replace the loo and replace the sink, put new flooring down. What you can see, our sinks have a pedal stool, so neatening that up a little bit. Okay, but we're not allowed to box in. And the reason they don't like us boxing in is because if ever there was a leak and they needed to get to an emergency, it's exposed for them to get to.
No.
That's the reason.
Well, they don't seem to care about when an actual leak occurs.
No, I probably don't. But and light in the hallway.
Did you talk about the mould in the shower as well?
Yeah, well, I'm just giving myself key points. I've just put shower area because I've taken pictures.
I mean, there are cracked tiles as well.
Hallway light and smoke detector. Is there a fan?
No, I don't want a new smoke detector. You keep saying new smoke detectors. They don't work.
You don't want mine put back?
I've got my own. I've got my own, and it's a mobile one. I can move wherever I want. So if there's ever a problem, it goes off. I think it's in here.
Oh, okay.
This one will go
Cross that
off,
back out then.
and I can move it to a place where it won't detect my cooking smoke.
Oh, okay.
So I don't need a smoke alarm.
Okay. Right, so for bathroom, I put the shower area, which we're obviously talking mainly about the mould. I've already mentioned the water pressure anyway. The light, not happy with how the pipe work is.
Mm.
Anything else I need to mention for the bathroom?
Um,
And fan, it needs a new fan, doesn't it?
oh yeah, both the kitchen and the new fan.
They do the fan,
thing is
yeah.
And the whole thing is generally in a state. Quite honestly, you can see all the marks and all the crap. I mean, this is the thing. I get criticised for not keeping my house well. I can't because of the lacking equipment and the fact that if you give me £20 to spend on, literally £20 to spend on white goods, I would actually buy some paint and give it a paint job.
Yeah.
But why am I criticised for things that the council does? The council wrecked the shower. That's essentially damage to my own private property.
And how would you say that they wrecked it, just so I can explain it?
I think they turned the pressure up too high. I mean, the thing is, normally I wouldn't be bothered, but if there's a leak, and it's not just the shower, it's also coming out the taps too, and there's also stuttering from that tap.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing, taps.
Yeah, the leaking taps. It's not just the shower. So you can tell it's not my installation. My installation was fine for over 4 years before the modifications were made. Everything was fine. Modifications were made that I didn't ask for. I only wanted the boiler. I didn't want new pressure. I didn't want new pipes. I didn't want new radiators. I just wanted a boiler that didn't let off steam every now and then because it was an emergency and didn't make huge rattling noises. That's all.
Okay. All I can do is send a little report, attach some of the pictures that I've taken to it, and then I need to wait till they come back to me, and then I'll come back to you and let you know what's been said or what's been decided. They may instruct us to come and do it, they may not, but let's wait and see what they say first. Yeah. All right. But if we do the work, we're guided to how far we can take things. Like I explained, that we wouldn't be able to box in, but we could certainly take it a bit further than what you've got it now.
I just want done what all these other people have had.
Yeah.
All my neighbours have had done.
And then we don't decorate, but what we just say you had both rooms done.
Yeah.
You would be issued with a home-based voucher to go towards, so 50 and 30, or if it was just one room, then whatever.
I'll paint. If you give me the money, I'll sort this whole place out.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do it for over 2 years. Since 2013, I've been wanting to get a little bit of money to sort this place out to make it really nice. And I'm constantly being denied. If you do that and give me that £80 voucher, I'll paint this whole house.
Yeah, if you did it the same colour, you could probably do that every room, couldn't you?
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
I get you. I hear you.
Because the fact is, it was at the point where minor repairs would have done the job, but the reason why I've asked for the complete replacement is because it's beyond just minor repairs now. It needs, because if you do that, if you do the new bathroom, the new kitchen, and all the rest of it, and I didn't know about this voucher, and you do this voucher, I'll be able to sort all this crap out, which is what I've been wanting to do for years. So.
Yeah. Okay. But I make no promises because it's not my decision. Alright, so I'm just the middleman at the moment, okay?
Okay, well remember that some of the equipment is more than 15 years
Yeah.
old, the vent is more than 15 years old, the light is more than 15 years old, the boiler was.
It wouldn't have been included, the boiler anyway, in our assessment anyway.
But not all of the equipment is...
But the main thing that we're told to assess is the actual units and the worktops themselves. That's what we mainly assess.
Well, they're clearly broken.
Yeah, there's clearly issues, yeah.
And in terms of the age, we got other units that are older. So yeah.
All right, leave it with me for a minute.
Okay.
It probably won't be for a day or two before I actually get this email up to them because I've got a whole day's worth of appointments. So,
well, actually,
but I will give it to them by the end of the week, no problem. And then it's just a case of waiting for them to send it all back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Thanks for your time today. I'll be in touch with you. All right. All right. Take care. Bye.